Good evening. I am so happy that you all have taken time out to just let me spend a few minutes with you to go through a short informational speech on how can we care for God's people through social services. Did you know that there is an increase in numbers of people that are looking for therapy and counseling, that are looking for help in this day and time? And not only are there an increase in people looking for counseling and therapy, but there's an increase in people looking for faith-based counseling. People are asking, are you a Christian counselor? Or can you refer me to a Christian counselor? According to American Association of Christian Counseling, there are about 50,000 members in their association alone. And there are a few other associations in this country. In the state of New Jersey, we currently have more than about 66,000 counselors in the state of New Jersey. And they are projecting that we will have, by 2018, more than 78,000 counselors in the state of New Jersey alone. Now, I would like to share with you why counseling psychologist profession is growing at a rapid rate, and what does it take to be a counselor of psychology. We're going to go over what it takes to be a counselor, what it takes to be a Christian counselor, and why is it growing at a rapid rate. First, let's look at the definition. What is a psychologist? In order to be a Christian counselor, you have to have a major in psychology. And what is a psychologist? A psychologist is someone that looks at and observes and defines not only human but animal behavior. How do we interact with one another? How do we feel? What are our emotions are? How do we learn? It looks at our human behavior. And through psychology, a lot of people specialize. You just don't become a psychologist, but there's a lot of specialties in this area. You have clinical psychologists, you have research, you have experimental, you have school psychologists, the ones that work with the child study teams, they work with our children that have learning disabilities. They work with the teachers and the parents and helping our kids that are behind to find out what is going on to bring them up to speed. We're going to concentrate on counseling psychology and Christian counseling particularly. And like I said, in order to be a psychologist, in order to counsel, you need a degree in psychology, but a bachelor's degree will not, in most states in the United States, will not allow you to be able to counsel, including New Jersey. You would have to go on and get a master's. You have to have at least a master's degree. And really, it'd be nice to have a doctorate degree. So you're looking at 4 years of undergrad, you're looking at 2 years, and about 1,200 hours of internship in the master's program. And then if you want to take it further and go on to be a doctorate, you're looking at another 3 to 5 years of schooling. So we're looking at about 9 years of schooling if you want to get to a doctorate degree. But you can counsel with a master's degree. In the state of New Jersey, you are required to take a license, you have to take a state board test, and you have to be certified by the American Board of Professional Psychology. So, like I said, we're going to focus our attention on Christian counseling and Christian counseling. And counselors / Christian counselors, they earn about $48,000 to $82,000 a year, based on the Bureau of Labor Statistics and Occupational Employment Statistics. And becoming a Christian counselor and a counselor, the difference, you say, well, what is the difference, Sharon? The difference is Christian counselors, they use the same techniques as counselors use, except we take it a step further, because in our counseling we use prayer. We use the admission of sin, the forgiveness of sin. We give them hope that nothing is too hard for God. And we use our scriptures in our counseling. And that's the difference in between being a Christian counselor and being a counselor. And through Christian counseling, we can help people that are homeless. We can help people through faith-based programs, and we can help our parishioners in our churches through our Christian counseling. The Bible tells us in Matthew 11:28, come to me. Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. And that's what Christ is looking for us to do. We are supposed to be Christ's extension of his hands. And in order to be extensions of his hands as a Christian counselor, we need to help our fellow people by letting them talk to us and giving them solutions and helping them work through problems and stressful situations so that they can experience the rest that Jesus is talking about in this scripture. Thank you for your time.